So these are questions I got on my Instagram account, so I thought I'd make a video about it because I got so many of them. So here we go. What's the best SUV in the market in your opinion? This is from Mike G2782. Well, Mike, this is a very tough one because, okay, compact SUVs, CR-V, CX-5, RAV4, Sportage, Forester, Tiguan, Escape, Equinox, Tucson. Of this list, CR-V is always a good bet. I love Subarus, Foresters are good, Tucson, Sportage, Cherokee. I mean, they're all great, and that's just the compact category. If you go luxury, you got the Acura RDX, GLC, X3, Q5, XC60. I love a Volvo, almost every Volvo I love. Lexus NX, nah. Now you got the subcompact SUVs, Soul, Kona, Encore, Mini Cooper Countryman, which is a fun car to drive, the Kicks, Crosstrek, again, with Subarus, CX-3, can't go wrong with a Mazda, HR-V, Honda, you know that, Renegade, Jeep, pretty durable. Now, luxury, X1, Q3, XC40, which is hands down probably my favorite. Lexus UX, new one out there, XT4, QX3. Now, midsize. All right, Mike, did you know what you're getting into? Telluride, Santa Fe, Palisade, CX-9, Highlander, Atlas, Pilot, Traverse, Ascent, Grand Cherokee. I own a Grand Cherokee. I love the Pilot. The Telluride and Palisade are really right up there. Santa Fe's always up there. CX-9. Atlas is fun for a Volkswagen. Pilot, can't go wrong. I don't know where to go with this one. Volkswagen Ascent. Now, luxury midsize, GLE, Q7, X5, RX350, MDX, which I just had, XC90. I had one of those recently. Love that one. XT5. All right, you want to talk about large SUVs. Expedition, Suburban, Tahoe, Armada, Yukon, Sequoia. My goodness, you got pros and cons, gas mileage, space, how many rows do you want? Luxury, the Navigator, G-Class, oh my gosh, Land Rover, Range Rover, GLS, X7, QX80, LX570, which I have in the driveway right now, Escalade. These are all amazing choices. What's the best one on the market? Hey, it all depends on what you're looking for, what you're willing to compromise in terms of price, gas mileage, cargo capability, technology. I can't really answer that, but there's some options. Nesta, I've always enjoyed your reviews at the ORV park. What happened to that? Well, I looked up my data there, and I guess I haven't done as many as I thought I did. Here are the last 5. Land Cruiser 2020, about a month ago. 2020 Palisade, 4 months ago. Then I took the Raptor out in the snow. Tundra TRD and Tacoma TRD. I've got 85 off-road videos in a playlist on my YouTube channel. 75% of them are from the ORV park. I have a lot of fun doing that. It takes a lot of work because I use 3, 4, sometimes 5 cameras. Sometimes I bring a drone. I love going to the ORV park. If the car warrants that and I think it's safe enough and the weather is going to be advantageous, I'll go back to the ORV park. Here's an unrelated question to cars, but I thought it was good. Emmanuel 1218, what's the last series you've seen on Netflix? Well, when I think about series, I don't really think about the brand or the network like Netflix, HBO, Hulu, whatever it may be. But here are some of my favorites in the last year and a half. Black Mirror. That's a great one on Netflix. I'm watching right now Mandalorian on Disney Plus. Love that one. Altered Carbon, Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, duh. Dexter, I love that one. Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch. Westworld, True Detective, Season 1, not 2, a little bit of 3, but number 1 was the best. The Jinx was interesting too. Did I mention Barry? And then I'm about to watch here the Witchman, Witchman with Henry Cavill, aka Superman. Artletic, how did you get involved doing online auto reviews and how long ago? Well, in my bio, the About section here on YouTube, I started in 2012 after 6 months of basically an internship with a TFL car. So I did that for 6 months, produced 3 or 4 dozen videos, and then decided to go out my own because that was the route for me to go. And I wanted to have a little more creativity and make some money on my own. So I decided to start my own channel 7 years and change ago. And before that, I was a television news anchor and reporter for about 15 years. I started in 95, 96, and then left in 2011-ish, and then joined TFL Car sometime in 2012, and then I've been doing this full-time ever since. S2ALEIN 15. I like researching about cars. How do you get a hold of the new cars that come out to make videos? Well, because I'm a journalist and part of a press fleet, Automotive Press Association, I get cars on a regular basis, from a couple different distributors out of Seattle and Portland, so that's how I get them based on my experience. And of course, I've been doing this for a while, so that's how I do that. Sometimes you can also go to a dealership and ask to review their cars on their lot if you're thinking about getting started. Dustin R. Wilson, what are your favorite car brands? What do you and your family drive? Favorite car brands is really hard to say because, you know, it depends on your taste. For me, I like luxury. I like big vehicles, large SUVs, off-road vehicles, but also like the high-end cars too. So I don't really have a favorite that I can speak of right now. I just like exploring and sampling all of them. We now have a Ford F-150. Before that, it was a Jeep Grand Cherokee. And before that, nothing. Except I had a 4Runner, 2005 4Runner, 6 years ago before I sold it and did this full time. King Derek, I like how you review the whole car, like every little detail, and all the others reviewers don't. Well, I don't know if the other reviewers don't do that. Everyone has a different style, and sometimes you hit certain points more so in one video than the other one. It all depends on what the car has to offer for you, but I thank you for the support. My goal with my channel is to be the in-between in your research process, before you go to the dealership. That way you have enough information to get you to that point and just help you decide which cars you want to test drive. So if I can give you an overview, some first impressions, my take on them, and also, you know, all the bullet points, I hope I can do that for you and help you in that process of researching. Moses Abad, been a subscriber for a long time. How's Alex, your co-host? How's he doing? I know he's married. I know he has a child. Alex joined me in 2013 for, I don't know, 6 months or so. And then he decided to go out on his own and try that. Didn't really work out. So then he went into the local TV news market to become a reporter. Then he left that. And I don't know exactly what he's doing now. Very knowledgeable about cars, good guy, also a fellow triathlete. I like Alex, but we parted ways really early on in my process of online car reviews. Maisie29, I'm only reading this because he asked, how did you get your calves so big? What's your secret? The secret is hard work and genetics. I grew up playing soccer, then played football, did a lot of weight training when I was in high school and college, and some other things. And so I've genetically got gifted for good calves, and I work out, and I'm a triathlete right now, have been for a long time. So I swim, bike, and run on a regular basis, so I maintain my leg strength, and that's why my calves are big. Do a lot of cycling. Last question here, Daniel Pete 37. Your favorite thing about Spokane, Washington? First of all, Spokane, Washington is on the opposite side of the state of Seattle. We are about 35, 40 miles from the Washington-Idaho border. A beautiful city in Idaho is Coeur d'Alene. That's our new resort city near us. Anyways, my favorite thing about this place, well, I moved here in 2007 to take a job as a TV news anchor at the local ABC News affiliate. Was there for, 4 or 5 years. Favorite thing about this place is the outdoors, and that it's near nature and near perfect. Actually, that's the motto of the city, because we're so close to nature. It could be 5-10 minutes outside of town and you're in the mountains. There's skiing, there's water, there's lakes. It's just a beautiful place, and it's not very busy. I can get from my house to the terminal at Spokane International in less than 30 minutes and be in the terminal ready to fly somewhere. So it's a pretty small enough city with a big enough feel for me. So those are some of the questions I got on my Instagram stories feature just recently, and I wanted to share it with all of you. If you have any questions for me, check me out on Instagram or leave me some questions in the comment section below. I'll make another video. Have a good one. Adios.